Hi guys, last time we've made an ArchLinux installation on the basis of the one from 2021, 11.01, right? So every month there's a release on ArchLinux.org, and on ArcoLinux.com we explained to you how to install an ArchLinux based installation from the ArchLinux ISO, right? So a little bit of coffee. So the fun is, it would be a good what if, right? If at some point in time, if you gradually learn about Linux, so first start with something else, there is a learning phases, there are learning guidance or procedures or phases, whatever you want to call it, but you can't start immediately from Windows, never saw anything about Linux and then start building your own ISO. That's phase 7, that's way later, right? But at some point in time, you get to grips with maintaining this operating system, and then you can think about, let's try and install ArchLinux. Now, first thing, there's no harm done, right, in a virtual machine, and try to understand how it all works and how it fits together, because it's a little bit like a puzzle. It needs to fit together. Now, I've made already the video that ArchLinux, I think it's 38 minutes or so video to install. That's how long it takes, but if you type very fast, you know what you're doing. Maybe in 15 minutes you have an ArchLinux installation, right? But we still have to teach you something. Now I would like to clone this, right? But that was yesterday. So it's not a bad idea to actually log in into this. This is now an XFCE system only, and update it and then stop it, and then we're gonna clone it. So sudo pacman, I guess the keyboard has been changed in the other video that I've not put online. So let's go to the settings manager, AZERTY keyboard layout, off it goes, add Belgian. Okay, English, you're out. Close, control. And then we update the system. So sudo, well, maybe I can include this as well. Go read the manual, right? Because pacman, the package manager, is essential. So an S, a Y, what's the difference? What does it do? Will it update my system? No, it gets only the packages. If you do a U together with it, then it's gonna update the packages. Okay, that's it. For now, I am happy. This is a working system. Everything is up to date. I am not gonna log out. I'm gonna shut down. So I've got myself a base ArchLinux installation with XFCE, which is my recommendation if you wanna start from scratch, and we're gonna explore LeftWm. You need to have something. If you only start with LeftWm or only with i3 or only with BSPWM, you need to have a working config, and you don't. If you develop it, you don't have that. So start with a desktop that you know, that you're comfortable with, and then you can go develop something new. Go and have a look at something new. Okay, so we're gonna clone it. Doesn't really matter what name it has. It's a clone. And there are several things, several what ifs that are on my mind. One of them is making this video for an article on ArcoLinux.com, how to install ArchLinux and then install XFCE and then install LeftWm, but also the spices tool. We always test the spices tool. And what's that? The ArcoLinux spices is what we call, when you make a dish, right, you have always the same ingredients, some potatoes, some meat and stuff like that, but the spices matter. So that's our configurations, ArcoLinux configurations, ArcoLinux applications, and tools and whatever, right? So these, if you are on Arch, you miss them. You can't type update, you can't type up all the key bindings are not working, RAM is not there, and so on and so on. There is so much not there. So that's a tool, spices application, gets the keyring, gets the repos, and you're back on, yeah, ArcoLinux later on. So that's another what if, right? How to, if you can't, for instance, if you can't install ArcoLinux for whatever technical reason, right? You don't get it. Start with ArchLinux and build it up. So that's another what if I would like to try out with you guys. So different clones, for sure. Start. It's all possible, it's all great. Thanks to ArchLinux and all the Lego blocks they provide, we can do anything we want. Okay. So, what do we have? Let's what should we do first? We want to install something from the AOR. Do we have Yay? Do we have Tryson? No. Do we have Paru? No. None of them. Why is that? Because sudo pacman -s y/u, this is what you call. And this is no fun. This is literally no fun. There's so much software on the AUR, Arch User Repository, which is not a package. It's not an application. It's a recipe. Again, to dishes and cooking, right? It's a recipe how to create, how to cook a package and then install it with Pacman. That's the package manager. Alright, how do I get to the internet? Well, I guess with a browser, right? Web browser. And then it says no application selected. There is nothing. This is the bare ArchLinux installation. So reflex sudo pacman -s Firefox. Oops, enter number, just enter. I'm cool with the option of the default one. Okay, we have Firefox. Internet Firefox. AOR, Paru, AOR, Yay, doesn't really matter what you use, there's no preference, you choose what you like and then you do a download snapshot. Do this automatically, okay, done, it's here, I want to extract it, it says failed to extract files, I'm missing applications, Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -s file roller, I think it's with a dash. Oh, that's installed. Right mouse click, extract here. tar_gz no longer necessary, delete. Paru, package build, your reflex, open terminal here, make package. Now the make package can sometimes, voila, give you unresolved dependencies. So it wants to build something and it has a dependency for it. And cargo is not there. Now sudo pacman -s cargo will do the trick. But, right, isn't there, and it's always a good reflex to have that, isn't there something that can help me? Well, I would go to man make package. And then it says man command not found. Really? Yeah, really. So we thought of all that on ArcoLinux. It's not on ArchLinux. Sudo pacman -s man. Man is installed. Arrow up, man make package. We scroll down. By the way, I do not like the font. It's unreadable, or well, close to. Sudo pacman -s déjà vu ttf, I think first, and then déjà vu is gonna make my life a little bit better. Ctrl-T, man make package. Right, that we can read. Scroll down, read what's possible, right? There is an I for install somewhere, I for install or upgrade the package of successful build, and there is also something about dependencies, install missing dependencies using pacman. So let's see if we can do that. Make package -se. Package build does not exist. So true. So let's try this again, but now inside where the file resides, right? Inside Paru. And then do again a make package -si. So install dependencies. Rust is going to be installed. So the source is coming from the internet. I'm gonna package it in the package folder, and in the end something will be in there. It's still busy. Creates.io extracting Paru. So this we can actually look at. This is what's provided. On this folder he will build a package, and later on we have Paru, right? The same applies to Yay. There is also Paru bin, which is actually quite faster, so binary bin should have been better for selection for tutorial reasons, right? Just sooner, faster. Download snapshots. There is Yay, there is Yay bin, same applies, Yay and Yay bin. Why not get Yay bin? Why? Because it's a choice, you choose. I will not choose, you choose. Extract here, delete, delete. So Yay is still building, Paru is still building, I mean. So Paru bin is here, same thing. And then you say make package -se. Let's stop this guy, Control C. Let's start this guy, make package. See if it's faster. It's installed. Voila. Just showing you that the bin is super fast, and that's why we decide often to choose the bin versions. Yay bin. Let's install that one too. Installed. Okay, so we've got AUR helpers, right? And we have a backup because sometimes one fails and the other one, the other one is still there. So we've got ourselves a helper. Why do we need a helper? Well, our goal is to have LeftWm in the end. So LeftWm, where are you? Super simple. Sudo pacman -s, and then you say LeftWm. Install it, please. Thank you. Not working. So reflex, Yay, LeftWm. It's installed now. 1. LeftWm. It's installed. Now, if you're going to, yeah, he has work. So in the meantime, we can go to Internet Firefox. You are going to learn about something. First thing is ArchWiki Plasma, right? Or ArchWiki Mate, and ArchWiki, I don't know if they have one, LeftWm, and ArchWiki, you name it, right? Deepin, I don't know, do they have that? ArchWiki Deepin. So read whatever is available here already. Read. It's not much LeftWm, so you're on your own, meaning you need to go where you need to go, the source. So GitHub, and then LeftWm. A tiling window manager for adventures. That triggers you, right? Adventures. Okay, I'm an adventurer then. And then you see some images, and you go, why go left? And you start reading, right? It's a forgotten art, but guys, read. And then some dependencies. We think, oops, dependencies. Okay, what do you need, my friend? Sudo pacman -s. You want picam. Content is the old name. So picam. Sudo pacman -s face to set the wallpaper. Done. Polybar. Sudo pacman -s polybar. Target not found. Yay, polybar. Right? Now I can do two things. I can get the one built from ArcoLinux. I get my spices tool. We may as well go to the website, and still people are asking me, where is it? It's on the main site, right? Couldn't be any clearer. ArcoLinux.info is the information website, info. And at the bottom is the tweak tool, the spices application, and desktop treasure. So all the tools that we love and develop are here. And it's just a big button. Get the ArcoLinux keys and packages, and then the fun starts. Then you build it up again, right? See ArchLinux as a Lego plate. You have these big Lego plates we used to have, right? 50 centimeters or 50 centimeters, I don't know, in inches. and then you build a house with it. That's basically it. You've got ArchLinux.org ISO website, or ISO I mean, and then we've put Xorg on it, and then we put XFCE on it, and then now we're gonna put LeftWm on it. That's basically building up a castle, maybe in Minecraft, if you know what that application or that game. It's building up with blocks. That's it. That's basically the only thing we do. It's fun for grown-ups, right? So polybar, Xmobar, lemon bar, 3 bars. A conky if you want it. D menu. No, we don't want it. We need D menu. That's our menu. Sudo backman -s D menu. That is actually possible, right? So some stuff is coming from ArchLinux. The other stuff is coming from AOR. AOR needs to be built with Yay, Trizen, or Paru, but ArcoLinux creates repositories for you. We pre-build things every day for you. Coming from the AOR, they say there's an update. We run scripts. Scripts say, oh, there's an update. Script creates the update, goes on the repo. You type sudo backman -s YYU or update, and there you got it. That's how it all fits together, right? That's the story. So go read about all of this and what you see down here. So Paru -s LeftWm. Yes, we did it. And then good cloning. No, not necessary. Optional things. CD build, not necessary for us. We just do a Yay or a Paru. Done. Here's something we need to remember already. Mod Shift R. Mod is super key. We don't like to say Windows, so we call it super Windows. Super Shift R is gonna reload it. And for the rest, what's important here is this. We need a configuration file. Where is it coming from? The file is automatically generated with LeftWm or LeftWm check is run for the first time. That's something you need to do now. I know LeftWm is installed. Well, do I? Yes, it is installed. But I can't go to it. If I exit and go to LightDM, we've chosen LightDM in this case, or SDM, right? You choose a drop down, LeftWm, you're stuck. First, you need a configuration, and that applies to all tiling window manager. You need something to boot into. There is nothing. And if you made the wrong call of forgetting to do that, you end in a black screen, or you get thrown back to LightDM or SDM or DDM because of an error behind it, or because there is nothing behind it. Or in the case of Xmonad, it's not built. Or you forgot to build it in the case of DWM and stuff like that, right? It all matters what's behind the display manager. Make sure there is something. So let me go to this and then Control H and then here config. Is there a folder in here about LeftWm? No. Will it boot? No. You'll have to end up in a black screen. So I suggest you run LeftWm. And it's strange because we're running a desktop inside the desktop, but do that. And Control C it. What happens? You got yourself a folder, a file, and something to read. And we continue our travels, right? Read, read, read. Just don't say the F word, but read the manual. So, the menu run, check, got it. All right, what should I remember? I should remember super P. Super P, write it down, super P, okay. What else? Xterm, do I have Xterm? Xterm, got Xterm, yes, cool. What should I remember? Mod shift return, super shift return. Okay, mod key is super, by the way. Super shift return. Okay, super shift Q, interesting one, super shift Q. Now remember Acerti QWERTY, right? But one of those, A and Q. Mod shift R, reload, shift R, already try to position your finger so it's already there, right? Mod Shift X, kill everything. That sounds good. So going back to LightDM or SDM or GDM, right? Mod Shift X, Mod Shift X. Okay. Then there is slog. What's slog? Sudo pacman minus slog. Okay, slog it is. Log your screen. Screen lock. Okay. Mod Control L. What else? Swapping keys. No applications. No applications. We'll not change it. We could change Xterm to Alacrity or to XFCE4 terminal or to URXVT and stuff like that. We're not gonna go that way yet, right? But we have given it something, right? We have given it something. So Super Shift return is for me the most important one, and Super Shift X to get out of it for now. Now I don't have a bar yet. There's no bar, but can have a look already. So Eric is going to log out. Choose LeftWm. Tell him to log in, and we have this beautiful screen, right? All black with a nice mouse. Now, I forgot already my key combos. Well, something happened. So there is a window, so that's cool. Was it this one? That's okay. All right, fine. You see, this is not my thing, right? Oh, there they are. They're all coming now. Set XKB map Belgium. Thank you very much. Sudo pacman minus SYYEU. Get everything in. Voila, everything still works, but no polybar. Thunar. Well, Thunar is there, but you need to run it, right? Start it with it, and then this is how we initially start, and it's rubbish. I know it feels like, oh my god, that's how we start when we develop something new. This is it. This is what I've got, and then you have to work on. You keep on working, config, and say okay, LeftWm, config 2ml. I've got myself a mousepad. That's cool. I install Sublime Text, but Sublime Text is probably gonna come from somewhere else. Thunar, we have a Super Shift return and so on. That's the first thing I do. I'll make a copy paste from somewhere, Super Shift this for example, and then I look for Super Shift, and return is something or an enter or return, but this is the big R, a small r, it all matters. So it's a big R, so this is actually a good copy paste. Control C, oops, that is not what's happening, right? So Control C broke everything. So it's still a matter of figuring out how everything works. Super Shift X, we're back to where we are, because working XFCE is gonna be much easier until everything is set. So in here, it's super easy to just go over and create more things. I want to have Thunar, I want to have Control Alt Enter, Super Shift Enter is Thunar. I want to have Super X. Super X is our logout screen. Super X is nothing in here, right? So I need more information. Don't save is good. What else? I think it's time. So this is what you do if you're an adventurer, right? If you want to learn and build up things from scratch, that's a workflow that could be done. First, have a desktop, have a tiling window manager, figure out the configurations. Another great tip, don't be ashamed, is go and have a look at the GitHub LeftWm, and then we need a name. The name is, oops, yeah, it's okay. Config LeftWm. This is the name. Control A, Control C. you're not alone, right? And we always say, put stuff, the things you've learned and configured, put them on GitHub. So here's an example, Doxy example. There's another one, master, but maybe we should include Leftwm to be sure, because otherwise we might get wrong hits. Git memory here, Discourse, NixOS, GitLab. Here is a GitLab adding Leftwm. The thing is, go learn from the code from others, right? Leftwm and Solus, Leftwm and Manjaro. We're all working with the same tools. So learn from code from others. Maybe go in here. Okay. That's said. The next video, I'm gonna cut it here because it's 26 minutes already. So basically that's the workflow. What I'll now do is spare me some time. I have developed Leftwm. It's on ArcoLinux repositories. The next video is go to the internet, read what I should do if I want to have the spices tool. And oh, let's have a look. I have a what if. YouTube spices application, ArcoLinux. This I would like to type, right? Spices, installing ArcoLinux spices on ArchLinux, installing using ArcoLinux spice applications, ArcoLinux spices application, yeah, spices, right? So I did it on purpose using the word spices, so you get all the hits you want. All these things, you will see old apps, right? We did a lot of things, and we like to program in Python and all that. But in the end, it is still the KISS principle that always gonna win. So even if we do like to program and create a lot of buttons and all that, and that's the tweak tool, right? We've made it super simple. It used to be super complex and it had all steps, all that, but this is it. That's all you need. Get the ArcoLinux keys and get the package done. So now it's a KISS principle. So next time, well, I'll stop the video here and start immediately there. Again, I'm gonna get the ArcoLinux keys and packages and have myself a beautiful Leftwm developed by yours truly. All right.